Man, imagine getting hit up in a crazy incident in your own hometown. You're in the hospital for weeks, and then several weeks later, almost months later, you succumb to your injuries and pass away, man. This is the story of Lil Heat, the Birmingham, Alabama rapper who was hit up in his own hometown. And unfortunately, even though people thought he was going to make it through, thought he was going to fight through, basically being in a coma for several weeks, finally succumbed to his injuries, man. It's one of the saddest situations that I've ever seen, because this artist was rising up throughout the ranks, about to be huge, in the southern hip hop scene, just to get taken out, man, in his own hometown in an ambush, man. It's crazy. We got to get into it right now, but before we do, like, comment, subscribe. You already know, man. Check out the merch, link in the description at staysafeworld.com. Hoodies, tees, everything on deck. And then I'm gonna need you to join notification gang. You already know, join that notification bell, so when I post, y'all already tapped in, man. So let's go.
Back here in Birmingham, police are investigating a second shooting in the past 24 hours. It happened in Ensley in the 1500 block of Avenue L. And police say multiple suspects fired around 20 shots at a man while he was walking down the sidewalk. The man was then taken to UAB Hospital for life-threatening injuries. Birmingham police tell us he was targeted, and so far no one has been arrested. If you have any information on what happened here, call Crime Stoppers at 205-254-7777.
So it was reported that a man who was shot during a targeted attack in Ensley at the end of May has succumbed to his injuries on Friday. Birmingham police say Jamarius Donta Sills, aka Lil Heat, was taken to UAB Hospital after a group of people opened fire on him about 5:15 p.m. on May 27th, almost 3 months ago. Officers received a call at 5:15 p.m. about a shooting in the 1500 block of Avenue L. When they arrived, they saw a man on the sidewalk who had been shot several times. Investigators believe that the victim was walking when he was approached by a group of people who fired rounds at him. There's currently no one in custody. Officer Truman Fitzgerald said that this appears to be a targeted attack and an isolated incident. Anyone in the neighborhood, they're asking for information on everything that went down. But it's just terrible to see that he died just 6 weeks after his ambush, and it was basically pronounced dead at 3:45 p.m. on Friday at UAB Hospital. He had, a lot of big hits, like 007 had like 6.3 million views, but you gotta know that he was constantly had to have his head on the swivel, because this isn't the first incident that basically went down. He was also wounded in an incident last year, which took the life of another man who was his homie. In July 22, that his friend Malik Bryant was killed in Western Birmingham while he was just injured in the incident and was, able to escape with his life. With that type of stuff going down, there's certain things that are off the table, walking around, driving in cars that are yours, that type of situation, all those things are things that people take for granted. But when you're a big artist, especially in places like Birmingham, Memphis, like all those places in the South where people don't really care, people will crash out over nothing, you can't be doing that type of stuff. And it's not, pussy or whatever to get security. I mean, I don't know if he was at the point where he could get security on the regular, but it's not pussy to just stay inside and be safe, drive around, cop Ubers. Don't be walking around, especially in Birmingham, Alabama, man. But they do that because they feel as though they're really just part of the neighborhood, and they don't realize that they have clout. They don't realize that they're trophies for like the ops, and the ops are going to want to gun them down. They're saying that it was several people that basically took him out, man. And it's very unfortunate to see that this is, what happened to him. I was listening to dude's music like a couple days ago, and just seeing this is like crazy. His fans, for the most part, thought he was going to pull through. Everyone basically thought when he was going to pull through, but it's like he was under life support for so long, since the end of May, basically several months ago. So it's just sad to see that this eventually claimed his life. He had a lot of life ahead of him, and you could tell even by his interviews and every content that he posted that bro had a lot of life ahead of him and was full of life when he died, and could have been visiting back his hometown or whatever the case was. Basically got gunned down by his ops, man, and it's just sad to see, man. But you know, this is the type of world that we live in. This rap shit is real. I feel like people are surprised because they see that this rap shit is real because there's so much cap rappers out here. They really do real things that happen to real rappers, man. So you can't be surprised when this type of stuff happens. But all we can do is just hope for the best. And, you know, hope that the gun violence issue in our country basically goes away, which it never will. But maybe these rappers will learn from the mistakes of others and, you know, try to be more careful. Because that's all you could really do at the end of the day is people are looking for you in all sorts of ways, man. But, hey, let me know in the comments what y'all think about this situation, man. Real stay safe shit. You already know what's going on. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Join the notification gang. Peace.